tuning in. I know that I've been MIA for a little while now, but so many things have been happening, and I'm going to be talking about, some of them today in this video. So thank you so much, guys, for the love and the support so far. I really and truly do appreciate it. When I started this YouTube channel last year around this time, I had 0 subscribers. Now I'm almost at 500 subscribers. I'm really trying to get as many subscribers as possible because I really do feel like I have a lot to share and a lot to talk about, and I would love to have that community to share with, to be vulnerable with, to share my growth and motherhood life, but also as a personal, also as an individual, and really and truly share the video as well, because I've been online for the last, well, I took a little hiatus from social media because it was just becoming overbearing and overwhelming and just all the overs, and I was over it. So I just took a break, and when I came back, I unfollowed like a lot of things, just anything that would affect my vibe and my big fly. So anything that would affect my vibe and my energy, I just want to remain positive because I already have a lot of challenges in my daily life. So I don't want it to be a case where it's like amplified because of whatever I see on social media. So I unfollowed like a bag of accounts. I'm saying share this video if you may with persons who just want to be inspired, who wants to, or who's on their journey of like healing and empowerment and growth and all of that, and who loves vulnerability. And this is an open space, an open forum. I'm putting myself out there, so I know that many persons are a little bit nervous to do these things, and so I'm actually stepping out of my comfort zone now, because if you know me from like the earlier days, the flyer does not move. So if you know me from my earlier days, I'm a big writer, not so much a speaker or somebody to come on video. I'm usually the behind the scenes person. Right, so I'm stepping out of my comfort zone now and just doing a whole video, doing this whole YouTube channel. No, I've been saying for a while now I wanted to start this YouTube channel for a while for a specific reason, and ta-da! I have a journal that's coming out. It's called For the Woman 365 Healing Journal, and this journal is very special to me. Actually, guys, so before, if you have been rocking with me from the very beginning of this YouTube channel, you would have realized that before I started off with For the Mummies series, and now I have For the Woman journal. Originally, I wanted to launch another book before this one, but God come in and said, well, girl, do this instead. So this is what I've been preparing to launch for, unknowingly, because I had something else planned, but God said I should just work with this, so this may work with right now. So I'm very excited about it. This launch is okay. So let me tell you. So let me just kind of go back a little bit. So I'll be talking about the journal right here, and I will be giving you some life updates, backyard updates, and just what's been happening overall and why I decided to do this journal. So this journal is called, as I said before, and as you can see, is For the Woman 365 Healing Journal. I'm very excited about this journal because I love to write, as I mentioned before, and I feel like this, and I've been going through a myriad of self-discovery, self-awareness, all these experiences that is prompting my growth and building my resilience, and just being an empowered mother and woman overall. Oh yeah, I have a new haircut too, guys. Surprise. So yeah, everything, a lot of changes. So Yeah, so I did this haircut too because I wanted a whole new change because well, one, we couldn't manage my hair was mid back length. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to see it, but it like all the way down in my back, and for wash it, for comb it, it's just like a whole mess. And I really feel better and a bit more empowered when I have like short hair. So I'm liking this style. Let me know how you feel about it. And the person that did my hair was actually, she did my haircuts, my previous haircuts, and I really, really like, her hairdressing salon because she gets natural hair women. So I love it. So yeah. So on to the journal now for you. So I did this journal because if you've been watching my series, my YouTube videos, sorry, I talk a lot about just healing and growing and motherhood has been the most impactful thing in my life right now, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Very grateful for my daughter because, as I said, I wouldn't have experienced this immense growth and this yearning for a spiritual renewal and a newfound relationship with God if it wasn't for this motherhood situation. And I'm so grateful about that. So I have been going through a lot spiritually, so many challenges. After challenge after challenge after challenge, and mostly being like just spiritually and coming face to face with myself. Coming face to face with yourself is just one of the hardest things because, and especially like being in this environment where I don't interact with people as much, just my daughter, my mother, and just time to time I'll see people. So I'm kind of like in complete isolation in a way, and I've been seeing and watching podcasts about being in the wilderness and being in isolation and what it can do for you if you use the opportunity to grow and develop yourself. Now, spiritually, my relationship with God began around maybe like 6 7 months ago. Like I completely decided to release, and the moment I decided to release, I experienced His presence, but also the presence of a lot of challenges that I've been facing mentally and psychologically, physically as well too, which has been a major thing for me because I'm a gym person. I love to go to the gym, I love to work out, I love to eat properly, and I'm just not doing any of that right now. But one of the challenges that I had, which really prompted me to get this journal, is I had no clue about the direct who I want. I don't know who I am. I'm just gonna put it like that. I don't know who. I thought I knew who I was, but like no, I don't know who I am. So no, it's like just kind of literally figuring out myself at 28, 20. I'm 29 now. So it's just like, well, I'm trying to figure out who I am. How do I do that? You know what I mean? I'm trying to find my purpose in life. How do I do that? And the only way, and I'm trying to experience peace. Peace is what I'm trying to experience, and how do I do that? And there is no way that I can do and accomplish anything without God. And that's when I decided to, all right, God, take over, may release. But in releasing, it's like you also invite so many things into your space that you didn't even know existed. People, different types of energies. You kind of not really invite, but I don't know. Sometimes they just find you, and it those types of energies push you closer to God because you're wondering how certain things happen or certain things play out in your life, and it sometimes it's not of God, but just being in the presence and building a relationship with God, you're protected, if you get what I mean. And so I didn't realize that that was a thing until like being in the type of spiritual space that I'm in, if that makes sense. And I didn't even have anything really planned in this video to say, but I guess I'm just like speaking in the moment. But yeah, so that's why I started this. So this journal, I'm gonna give you guys a look. The website actually launches tomorrow, so the link will be in the description so you can view the website. Pre-orders for the book starts this Wednesday. So yeah, so this is the cover. I designed this myself, by the way. And you know, this journal belongs to, so you write your name right here, and the introduction. The introduction really talks about why I created for the healing journal, and it's a 365 healing journal. It's a prompt journal. Now many persons don't know what to write, what to talk about, how to discover themselves, how to become aware, how to forgive, how to be grateful, a lot of all of these things, right? So this journal is split into 4 sections. Each section is divided into 3 months. For each month, there is a theme. So there are 12 themes overall and 4 parts. So every 3 months, you get to work on something that's every 3 months you get to work on a specific part of your development based on the different themes. There are 4 parts, as I mentioned. So they are self-discovery and healing. You have Thanksgiving and cultivating positive emotions. You also have managing fears and building inner strength, and living the life of fulfillment and prosperity. So after you've gone through the 3 phases, the 4th phase now is when you get to experience mentally, physically, and hope spiritually as well. Is when you get to experience a bliss and peace and prosperity and abundance. So yeah, so I want to read how to use this journal. This journal is your companion on a year-long journey. It is a transformative tool designed to guide you on a profound journey of self-discovery, healing, and abundance. And I go into this to listing how the journal works, and I talk about color psychology, because each section is based on color. So part 1 is self-discovery and healing. So blue represents that part. And month 1 is awareness, because without awareness, you don't know where to start in anything at all with self-development. You have to be aware of where you're at, who you are. If you know who you are, even acknowledging that you don't know who you are is an awareness. So there's that. And what happens as well too is each week you get a focus question. So yeah, so you answer the same question for 7 days. And I did it like that because sometimes your answer may be different from yesterday, sometimes it's the same answer, but it's just a great way to really sink into the question and figure out how do I actually feel and how do I want to answer this. Then you have part 2 now. Part 2, which is yellow, and that's happiness, Thanksgiving, cultivating positive emotions. So part 2 is Thanksgiving and positive emotions, and you have release, gratitude, and patience. Those are the 3 themes that you're going to be focusing on. And then you have part 3 now, which is managing fears and building inner strength. As you can see, the color here is magenta, purple really, but magenta. And the focus themes are love, resilience, and grace. And then you have part 4 now, which is green, which is living the life of fulfillment and prosperity. And the focus themes are peace, purpose, and abundance. And at the back I wrote release, for it is done. And my whole theme for last year was release, and so that's why I decided to put it at the back, because once you release certain things, once you release a certain type of energy, like all the things that you need just kind of starts to come into your life. Once you're not too controlling, once you're not too stuck up, once you're open-minded, have an open mind, have an open heart, a lot of just like all the abundance and the peace you desire will come. But obviously, like, hard times are also gonna come, but you're gonna be equipped with whatever you need to go through those hard times. And for me, being equipped means that I have a relationship with God, and I know that it's hard, it's really hard, but I am in it for the long run. You know what I mean? To be away from God, I feel, is something that is very harmful to people on a whole, or whatever God that you believe in. I'm not a Christian, but I'm a very spiritual person. I think I'm a very intuitive person, or learning that aspect of myself. So let me check if it's still a video from when I see it. I think I probably may not need to go into other parts of my life because this is a long video. But yeah, so guys, if you don't know how to journal, this, oh yeah, this, even though it says for the woman, it can be for the man as well, right? So men, you can get this, and you guys can follow the page, the Instagram page. I'm gonna drop it somewhere. It's gonna be in the description box as well, so you can follow the page. So yeah, I'm really proud about this journal. I definitely experienced some imposter syndrome when doing this, because I don't know how people are gonna receive it. I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm just doing it. I feel like I was led to do it, so I'm just doing it. It may, even if it's for just one person, you know, it's a thing. I love the questions in there. So for example, there is this, we're in the section about managing fears and building inner strength, and month 7, that's with month 7 is March, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. In July, you'll be focusing on love, right? So one of the questions is understanding love. How do you define love, and what does it mean to you? Reflect on your understanding of love and its various aspects, such as care, kindness, acceptance, and empathy. Sorry, and you write how you feel about, like, you know, for 7 days about the question that's here. The thing as well too is letting go and finding peace, and this is in the final section. That's peace, and that's in month 10, which is in October. And it doesn't have to be, you know, January, February, March. It's just whenever you know, whenever you buy the journal, or whenever you decide to start your healing journey. But it's just like a year-long, you know, guided transformative journey, sorry. And it's through the prompt journal. So letting go and finding peace. Reflect on areas of your life where letting go may be beneficial for your well-being and peace of mind. This could include relationships, past experiences, negative emotions, or attachments to certain outcomes. How can you practice the art of letting go and releasing what no longer serves you? What strategies, practices, or mindset shifts can you embrace to create a sense of inner peace and liberation? You know what I mean? Like, these questions are like chef's kiss, right? So you mind, it's actually a very good journal. Embracing imperfections. Embrace imperfections and mistakes as part of the human experience. How can you shift your perspective to see mistakes as opportunities for growth and learning? How can you find compassion for yourself and others in moments of imperfection? This is something that I definitely struggle with, and I think I'm going to be doing a YouTube video on this. All right, embracing imperfections, one of the biggest struggle that I've been facing and that I've been having, because I expect people to be perfect even though I'm not perfect. And it's because of just like a trauma response, you know, through growing up, because I feel like I was expected to be perfect, a perfect kid or perfect child or whatever, you know. So you guys, it's actually, I can't wait for you guys to see it. The journal, the website, sorry, will list everything about the journal. And then on Wednesday is the pre-order day. It's gonna be shipping worldwide: America, Europe, UK, Africa. I'm not sure about that yet. I need to figure out you know, the whole shipping thing. Jamaica, Caribbean for certain. So yeah, guys. All right, so I think that's the end of the video. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, bye. See you in my next video.